My name is Susanne Vogelgsang. I'm working at Agroscope and I'm head of the research group Extension Arable Crops. Currently I'm involved in two European projects. There's one Horizon 2020, which is a Crop Diva, started in 2021. And the other one is called Legendary. It's a Horizon Europe project, which started just this February. And in both projects, the main objective is to promote the cultivation of minor crops, which has a big advantage for diversifying the portfolio of the grower, and also because they are more resilient to drought and other stresses. With that, we can mitigate climate change. In Legendary, we have another Swiss partner. It's called Agridea. Agridea is the Swiss Center of Extension, and they help us in preparing workshops for the growers and cantonal advisors. I started being involved in European projects because I had an idea how could we enrich the crop rotation in Switzerland, because that would lead to reduced pesticide use and reduced input of manure fertilizers. And then we thought about several minor crops like pulses like lentils and lupins, and also minor cereals like oats. And then I knew there are some colleagues in Europe that do similar things, not exactly the same things. And then I approached them, hey, I saw this call. Would you like to work with me preparing a proposal together? For my research group and for Agroscope as a whole, it's quite important to not only do research that stays in Switzerland, but on a European scale. And what's helpful is that we do, with the project, we have complementary expertise from the European partners. And also, it's really great having those young, motivated graduate students. And we learn new skills also, which we would not have learned without that project. There are two ways getting involved in a European project. One is you invite yourself. You tell the potential partners that's the expertise that I could bring in, convince them that you're valuable for the success of the project proposal. And then once you are involved in a couple of projects, then people actually approach you because they know your expertise and also that you're a reliable partner. The consortium benefits quite a bit from Agroscope because we do have experience in applied agricultural research. We have close contacts with farmers, so we can also tell them for certain research questions, keep in mind that this has to be feasible for the farmer, not too expensive and doable. In terms of writing a proposal, it's quite important. Well, first of all, you have to have a good coordinator who is already successful in European projects. And then you have to look not only at your own expertise, but looking at the entire proposal, not just your activity, but what's the outcome on the longer term, what's the impact. The participation and the results from those projects, they're extremely valuable for Agroscope as a whole, to the reputation, and for my research group, because we learn new avenues of doing research, we learn new skills, and it broadens our horizon in the true sense. So the advice I could give to new young researchers who would like to be involved in European projects: go to conferences, talk to people, don't be shy, show your expertise. And when you have a presentation, for example, at the end you could always mention, this is the next step of my research that I would like to reach. So go out and talk about your qualities. For writing of a proposal, your research was and is highly valuable. I think without their support, we would not have succeeded as good as we did. They looked at the drafts, the different versions, gave us constructive criticism on how to improve the proposal, and also the status of Switzerland, the framework that you're working in, so you know the rules and don't make a mistake in writing and submitting.